sometimes forget that sex is also about actually having it. And for most of us...
I don't think we do.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure I have sex-centered sex.
Yeah, I think we're all very much aware of what it involves. It's right there in the name.
It's not like a semiotic confusion.
Yeah.
And for most of us, having it means that we're going to be in the very ordinary missionary position, at least for a good portion of the time. I was we were joking backstage about this, like a presidential candidate, like Barack Obama just comes back like, for me and Michelle, it's back shots only. Only getting that doggy style. He goes, it's true that vanilla is rarely anyone's favorite flavor, but nobody dislikes it.
I don't.
There is much, of course, to be said for all the other flavors. By the way, the editor of fucking Quillet shared this piece, and I looked at some of the comments, and people were like, brilliant, amazing writing. We need more of this. And then the other half were guys just like defending the mission, being like, hell yeah. Dude, I love looking straight into a woman's eyes.
Also, this is supposed to be a defense of the missionary position, and compares it to vanilla, and then says, it's no one's least favorite flavor.
Yeah, it's not a very good defense.
Yes.
It's not a very good defense from an attack that never happened.
There is much, of course, to be said for all the other flavors, but there is something comfortable, something honest, and homely about vanilla. Comfort food.
You know what? I hate the missionary position now. It sounds awful. It's homey and comfortable. Yeah,
Sounds like mashed potatoes.
Exactly. It's like, baby, when I get home with you, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna kind of like glorb onto each other while we don't take our eyes off the TV.
Comfort food. As a woman, this is especially meaningful to me. In the post-Me Too, third wave feminist climate, it often feels as though, in order to be an ethical, progressive woman, I need to search out and identify aspects of our society that are sexist, oppressive, unfair. Much of this takes the form of critiquing tradition, which we view as largely inhibitive and repressive. Pointing out oppression, raising consciousness, is women's strategy for getting out from under the patriarchy.
I don't know that you have to look around for that stuff. You kind of find it. It finds you.
The future is female signals that it is our turn to be on top.
That's... Okay, I get it. This person doesn't understand abstract language. Okay, she's just confused.
In this light, the missionary position might be read as an instance of masculine oppression, and sometimes it is. Women are literally pressed, after all, underneath the weight of the masculine will and power.
Yeah, it's cool.
I know, Amber, you said this before, but like, for people who went to grad school, the age of consent needs to be raised to 45. 35, 45.
Oh, well, I just said 35 for middle class people, 45 for grad school. They've clearly indicated they cannot handle it.
I like to think that this woman's husband is just like, he's just like a Thanos flat brim guy. And she's just saying all this out loud, and she's like, you know, even though we're supposed to look for things that we find restricting, the weight of you on top of me is homely and nice. And he's like, damn, I don't even own a house. He's just fucking some dolt.
Damn, there's other two ways to have sex? Word.
Yo, damn, we got to try those.
So he goes, to quote from the magisterial work, The Second Sex, and it just goes on. I'm still scrolling here. It goes, if we believe these things about human sexuality and about the way we so often experience it, we might want to consider the behavior of the bonobo monkeys. First of all, lady, they're apes, not monkeys. Get it fucking straight.
This is every article by someone who's like, I'm going to take an intellectual approach to sex. They've all read about the same monkeys. We fucking get it.
Yeah, no, those are the fuck apes.
Yeah.
Bonobos are the fuck apes. That's one thing people know about them.
Yeah.
But did she honestly call them monkeys in there?
She called them monkeys.
Yeah.
Toby Young, associate editor, dropping the ball again, dude.
Can there just be an article like this? Like, I'm not gonna read it. Like, all these articles suck. Like, an Evo Psych professor's take on sex, cool. But if they just talk about like how orangutans jack off at the zoo, that would be way more interesting than this trite shit.
Why even write an article? How about just a video?
No, that should replace every article in Coolette. Like, funniest monkey sex fails. Like, that would be so much more productive. It would make everyone's day better. It's just videos of like, oh, look, this chimp like starts jacking off when he sees a lady. What are you, little perv?
This gorilla pulls a log out of his ass and eats it.
Yeah, look at this orangutan pissing in its own mouth. This rocks.
He says, the bonobo monkeys, the only other primates to regularly use the missionary position. The bonobos are a matriarchal species, the only matriarchal primate species, including us sapiens. They're also an uncommonly peaceful primate species, again, including sapiens. This doesn't mean that they don't have violent conflict. They are primates, after all, but they do it less than the rest of us. And their sexual intimacy is, it seems, linked to their relatively low rates of violence. This shouldn't surprise us if we think of the missionary position not as something oppressive or without reciprocity, but as the posture that lends itself to the most reciprocity because of the unique face-to-face nature. It is the position that has the most potential for eye contact, for intimate connection, for joy, as well as pleasure. I mean, I don't have a comment there. I'm just happy to share this information with you.
Just happy to gross out all our new friends.
So she's saying that she's implicitly saying that bonobos are less violent because they use the missionary position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we use the missionary position, and
Yeah.
we are incredibly violent.
Yeah.
Because the premise here is that we like stopped using the missionary position, and I need some fucking data behind that.
No, Felix is right. Big Cowgirl has brainwashed us all. Big Cowgirl and Big Reverse Cowgirl have brainwashed a generation and made us into an even more violent species of monkeys.
Yeah, suddenly you're a conspiracy theorist if you call it out, but
just goes to show, like, the right wing complaint about the left is that, they just look for things to get offended by. I mean, I can't think of a more perfect example of like somebody looking for something to pretend other people are offended by. I mean, if you wanted to write an article about like to defend a sex act that's largely denigrated in popular culture, like a defense of 69 or something like that, which people genuinely do seem to be like, yeah, that kind of sucks. No one likes doing that.
Yeah.
No one has ever said they don't like fucking. It's insane. What's going on? What's happening?
I want to write 10,000 words about how Blumpkins are like evolutionarily significant. Just every sex act that like Opie and Anthony or Howard Stern joked about, I'm going to defend in Coolette. And then I'll be the monkey sex fail video editor, replacing Toby Young.
A donkey punch manifesto.
So wait, Felix, I just want to so here is where I am in this piece right now. I'm gonna scroll.
scrolling.
I'm gonna scroll to the bottom, and I just want you to see this.
Oh my God, lady! All this for
it's
something
still
you
going.
imagined.
It's still going.
Hey, oh my God! How many words is it? This is like the longest shower conversation.
I'm just gonna read the end here. It says, "The ancient." I've skipped ahead 10,000 words. This is where we're at the very last paragraph. The ancients, writes Camus in The Rebel, even though they believed in destiny, believed primarily in nature, in which they participated in wholeheartedly. To rebel against nature amounted to rebelling against oneself. It is butting one's head against a wall. There is kind of a tragic heroism.
Which she's also not into sexually.
There's a kind of tragic heroism in rebellion, and a kind of deeply human beauty in it. Rebellion, too, seems to be in our nature, but there is also a uniquely human courage in participating in nature wholeheartedly.
She is
with
getting
abandon.
so wistful about getting pounded. It's really uncomfortable. Wrap this up.
It's like her husband either has terrible dick or like the best dick in the world. It's
It
not.
could
It's
go
one or the
either
other.
way.
It's one or the other. You don't write that much fucking stuff about missionary position sex unless you're compensating for something or he's just like destroying your world every time.
The irony is that what we often consider the most boring, the most quotidian, the most comically old-fashioned, and unremarkably ordinary way to have sex with one another is also the way we encounter our deepest selves, because we transcend ourselves to find union with another. So, anyway, Manchester, now you know where babies come from. We've had the talk with you now.
Yes.
I mean, hey, the bees, you guys love that in this city, right?
Bees.
Well,
Yeah.
here,
They don't like the bees,
okay,
apparently.
no,
The bees are good. Fuck off.
fuck the bees. Get rid of them. I'm glad they're all going extinct. Well, that was a joy to share that sexual experience with all of you. I hope
Yeah.
you leave here tonight in
We're all married now.
Yeah. Welcome to our polycule. I hope, Manchester, I hope you leave here tonight, imbued with the knowledge that, it is okay to have missionary position sex
Yeah,
if you
don't
want
let
to.
anybody tell you otherwise.
No, thank you. Thank you. But oh, I shouldn't have read that.
Yeah,
to
they're
them.
all riled up now.
Yeah, we need. Is there a way we can leave here that doesn't go through?
It's gonna be like a hard
the
day's night.
bonobos are all inflamed right now.
We're gonna be running out of the theater, being chased by everyone. Ah! We want missionary. But Manchester, I generally want to say you are absolutely one of the coolest cities we've been to on our tour. I'm not just saying that. You guys kick ass, and even more so, the person who kicks even more ass in Manchester is our producer, Chris Wade, the man who makes everything happen. Let's give him a round of applause. By the way, I've been warned about the weed in this country. This isn't like fucking K2 or Spice or something. I'm not going to have a psychotic break if I do this. I mean, I'll just try it and see what happens. And
You'll end up doing missionary.
I'll report back later. But once again, Manchester, the dance house, dance hall, dance house? Okay.
Where are we?
Dance house. Manchester, the dance house. Thank you guys so much again. We are Chapo Trap House. Thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.